Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR Republic video. Today I have for you guys another SWTOR Republic highlight video. Today's SWTOR Republic highlight video, we're just going to be returning to the group finder. So I haven't used the group finder for its main purpose, as in actually queuing and finding just 3 other random people in quite a long time. I have grouped up with people and then queued for the group finder, but actually using it for its main purpose I haven't done in quite a while. So I'm just going to be using it, just kind of looking into it and just seeing how it is. Now I mean, this is a pretty simplistic highlight video. There's not really much to it. There's also like sort of a discussion with how I see the group finder and how some other players have seen the group finder as of quite recently, or during the past. So I hope you guys enjoy this SWTOR Republic highlight video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want some gaming mints, then check the link in the description down below, Catalyst at Gaming Mints. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the highlight. Alrighty guys, we're in this right now. So I literally haven't done almost anything group finder wise in quite a long time. One thing I did notice is they do have this little sound effect, this new little sound effect that actually, kind of plays when you get a group. So I thought that was pretty cool. But, it's kind of interesting just to see, that this is actually still used, this whole entire group finder when it comes down to it. Because normally what I've noticed is that a lot of people just, enjoy not really much of the, group finder, but they like to group up as a team and kind of do things. So this is kind of new to me. I didn't know that you could actually skip this stuff right here. Those enemies look really close, but you know what? I'm just going to say forget it. I'm just going to rush right in and just start getting attacked, because why not? Who cares about this? Let's just take all the damage, and there we go. No problem whatsoever. So one thing that's really useful is, unlike, soloing the, content in the game, just by doing this, it's pretty easy because you just have, a team with you. And I mean, this isn't like any special highlight video. I mean, as you can tell, we're just literally just going to the group finder and just completing a flashpoint. But I think it's just pretty interesting to see, that it's still being used occasionally. Because, to be honest, I know that the devs and stuff have mentioned that they want people to really use the group finder. But I feel like there isn't really much to at this point. I feel like, you can just go with a different group and then, kind of like build up a group and then do it relatively fast, because a lot of people don't like to really use the group finder sometimes. So, yeah, let's just continue to attack. Looks like, one of our friends wasn't here yet, but, oh well, we can just still take these guys out. So, here we go, just no problem whatsoever. This, my friends, is what I call a speed run right here, just going through everything super quick. Looks like we might have accidentally, pulled like 20 billion dudes. One thing that is kind of funny though is, since I haven't really used this in such a long time, a lot of people do know the strats and stuff to complete the flashpoints relatively quickly. Because I mean, as you can tell, these people are just going through everything. And I remember that I actually used to kind of know these methods, because I just play the flashpoints so often. Back when flashpoints were considered like a hard mode and stuff, I would just get used to the strats, because I mean, after you play it for such a long time, it really can be very easy. Alright, so we're on the first boss right now, but as you can tell in the chat right here is a prime examples. Allies on the Ebon server, the server I play on, is something that is actually used very often, which makes it extremely easy to actually find players and stuff for different pieces of group content. I know that they want, that does want the group finder to be used very often, just not to actually find stuff outside of it. But I feel like they need to find a way in order to make it kind of useful. I mean, one thing I would think is, kind of add something to the group finder where you can actually set up little tabs or something, just to say, hey, look, I'm setting this up, or just something to actually let people know about things. So I don't actually remember how this goes. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to kill these guys. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to attack them because, why not? We can just do that. Of course, since it is a veteran flashpoint, which is basically, the old tacticals, this is no problem whatsoever. You can literally just, run around, just not even care, and just, completely rush this guy. So here we go. We're just going to continue to actually attack him. Just go right in front of him. we may be, a commando, but I'm just gonna be up close and personal, just attacking him constantly. So there we go. I'm assuming he's gonna send the guys down, one more time since he's not dead yet. Yep, and there we go. He's just gonna do that. We're just gonna continue to actually attack him, and he's gonna have his shield again. So let's just stand right here, just take the damage. You know what? Who cares about the enemies? Because real talk, guys, I want to take down this boss. I just want to directly attack him. So I'm just going to completely skip that. Just to go away from the team and just to take this guy out. I don't know. I've heard some players actually say before that they don't like using the group finder, mainly because they're scared of the groups they're going to get. Which I don't know. I feel like, especially in this game, all players are mostly friendly when it comes down to the group finder. And that's one thing that's very nice. And also, I mean, with most of the group content, or, most of the group finder stuff, you can realistically just kind of like do with the group and have no issues at all. So that's just a one plus right there. Especially since you can only really do the master flashpoints. I think, I'm just kind of like thinking off the top of my head, and I'm pretty sure the master flashpoints are like the hardest things you can actually like get in the group finder. That or maybe one of the other uprisings. Because, I mean, let's be honest, you don't have any of the master uprisings in the group finder. You don't really have any of the actual hard mode operations and all that stuff. So that's, pretty useful right there. But anyways, we're just going to go back to fighting. We do have this Jug right here, just with his, god form, just being a tank god. Just reflect it, because why not? So I just went AFK for a second. I accidentally actually pulled these mobs. So, I mean, that's my fault right there, but let's be honest, guys. We're returning. We're just a bad player, just all over again. Just gotta, learn how to actually play the game. So, I mean, it happens. I do feel bad because I did kind of like a hold up on my team right there. But hey, I mean, we can just continue on going. I guess that's something that can actually happen when, you are playing the Star Wars Republic group finder. You just go AFK and then you just end up, messing with your team. So that does kind of suck, but it looks like no one is really irritated. So I know that sometimes, not really with every player, but sometimes players can get a bit nasty when you do mess something up like that. So it is nice to just see that right there. So we're just gonna, go around. We're just gonna attack more people. Just the usual stuff. You know what? I'm gonna be the aggressor right here. I'm just gonna rush right in. I don't even care, guys. I'm rushing right in, just ready to take down some evil Sith. Alrighty, guys. So we have the second boss right here. I'm going to be the one to just attack, just straight up go in, just ready to kill. So here we go, just going up against this enemy right here. Now I remember that this one is a bullet sponge. I'm also getting attacked by people because I'm too lazy to move. Let's be honest, guys, why should I move when I can be just a human tank? So I'm just going to stand right here, just take the bubble, just let the enemy actually attack me, and not really worry about too much. So here we go, just stand right here. They're going to stealth. And then we just have more of these training droids. I remember that, especially with this flashpoint, that this actually takes like 10 billion hours. As I know, many of you have also played this flashpoint. You probably do remember this boss. It just, it just taken forever. But, I'm okay with that. Because this one is relatively short, as I do recall. And, I mean, I've just constantly just been saying relatively. I guess that's my new favorite word for the day. But anyways, we're just gonna continue going in here. I mean, one thing I've noticed is, especially with this highlight, it's kind of like a hybrid of a discussion but also a highlight, because I mean, I'm talking about something that I've noticed with people just talking about group finder in the chat and just many different things, but I'm fine with that because we still are having fun, just kind of seeing group finder. So the boss is almost dead now. Hopefully they don't stealth again, and there we go. So another plus about, of course, just doing these is you still get the, legendary refined isotope stabilizers. It seems like they're now giving them to everyone. So that's pretty cool. You don't really have to fight over them. That's one thing I don't actually recall being a thing. So that's pretty cool that they actually added that. So that's a good way to actually make credits once again, just with the legendary crafting materials. Alright, so we have this right here. I'm not sure what to do, but I'm going to try to act like I know what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. Looks like that did work out pretty well. So I guess that's a way to skip, once again, just all the mob skips, they always work, it seems. So here we go, we're just going to walk up the stairs, and then we're just going to continue just, battling these troopers and such. Alrighty guys, we have the final boss right here. So we're just rushing right in. You know, we don't even care now. We're just going straight for him. I'm actually just going to let him attack me with the reflect because that makes it, you know, just for easy damage. Now I'm just going to activate the bubble of destiny, and we're just going to be able to hurt him a lot. Alrighty then. So he's just going straight for the Datacron, so that's pretty cool. People are just going to attack that, and while they're attacking that, I'm actually just going to continue on the boss, since when you do that, I believe he does a bubble. Alright, he's going to do it soon, I assume. Maybe they changed it, I don't remember. So I'm just going to heal up, actually, since I'm taking a lot of damage here. So he's just going to continue to actually chase me. And there we go, there it is, the bubble of destiny with the walls just all falling down. Alrighty, so he's just going to continue to barrier. We're not going to have to worry about much since, you know, just the story mode too easy. And here we go. Alright, so he's just attacking some more. I'm just going to continue to just run around. Just get away from him. Alright, so I am actually taking quite a bit of damage, to be honest. So I should try to play this more, you know, safe. Alright, there we go. Now we have the God Bubble, so we don't have to worry about much now. He's going to go for the Datacron. And while they're fighting the Datacron, I'm just going to actually continue to hurt him just to save us some time. So there we go. He's stunned again. And he is actually almost dead. So that's very useful. We're just, you know, kind of flying through this flashpoint, to be honest. We're just completely going through this with no problems. Alright, so he's just going to, yep, I expected it. He's just back at it again, just with the stuns and just trying to blow everything up. Alright, so 3 seconds left. And I'm going to actually eat that hit. Alright, so this should be probably the last time he actually does that since he is solo now. Alrighty, so he's no longer attacking me, so that's kind of reliable because now I don't have to worry about him just hurting. And of course, this is the boss that just says random words every 5 seconds. So he's going for another Datacron. I'm just going to go directly for him. Alrighty then, it looks like he is still taking damage. He might be able to actually get one more in, so let's see. He might go to the middle in a second. Just continue to free cast. And he is now dead. Oh, I actually haven't seen this before. Do I own this mount? I'm pretty sure I don't own this mount. I don't know if this is something that's new either, so I'm actually just going to greed on that. I'm going to need on this. I actually did win this mount. So, hey, I mean, that's pretty cool. We just got a new mount right here. I am assuming this might have been dropping for a while. Let me just check if there's people greeting on it and passing. Yeah, it looks like this must have been something new since people... Or this might have been something that was added quite recently that is a guaranteed drop or something because everyone else was greeting on it. So I'm going to grant this vehicle. So, I mean, hey, I guess in the process, overall, yep, perfect run. That was, you know, really fun. We were just able to just go ahead and just do some stuff right here. Said, oops, I don't know what happened. I'm assuming that's because of the caps. But, hey, I mean, this was pretty good. I mean, usually the only thing I've talked about with, like, a group finder is just me actually, you know, doing group finder with getting a group together beforehand. So it's pretty nice to see that, you know, it's still the same if you just get a group without actually like assembling before using it. So yeah, I mean, that was a good run overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this SWTOR Republic highlight video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.